Welcome back. We are all feeling the pain and struggle of this pandemic, but let's be honest, no one is feeling it more than the people on the front lines of this.
Doctors and nurses are on the front lines of this war. They are risking their health and their safety, often with little protective equipment. Here's what they say they're facing.
The coronavirus has swept the nation, infecting millions and shutting down large parts of the economy. While these shutdowns are keeping many people home, a variety of workers are now being recognized as essential workers, keeping them on the front line of the coronavirus pandemic. Millions of people around the country are risking their lives every day to ensure the health and safety of our people. Even though some jobs have wide recognition of being essential, they are casting a long shadow over other frontline jobs. There are jobs and workers in need of support, but who is going to step up and provide that support?
My name is Kylie Frame. I'm a senior at Tam High, and I started Feed the Frontlines Marin. We're raising money to basically buy meals from restaurants, from local restaurants who are struggling, and then those meals are then delivered to frontline workers as a thank you from the community.
So how does Feed the Frontlines work? Kylie takes donations given to Feed the Frontlines Marin and then gives that to local restaurants that she is working with. Those restaurants then source from local farms and make the meals which Kylie delivers to the frontline workers. This cycle not only benefits the frontline workers, but also helps the restaurants and farms with additional income.
COVID-19 has affected the restaurant industry in that they haven't been able to remain open. They can only do takeout and to-go orders, so their business has drastically decreased. The restaurants were able to support the restaurants in times when paying the rent might be difficult, when keeping a lot of people on staff might be difficult. For a lot of these big orders, the restaurants are able to bring in additional staff and pay additional staff.
Because the restaurants, our industry is really hurting right now, really hurting, and people are getting laid off and lots of unemployment. So she's helping save restaurants and help the frontline workers.
Some of the places that we've delivered meals are hospitals, grocery stores, emergency pop-up child care centers, pharmacies, San Quentin State Prison. I decided to expand it beyond healthcare workers because while I feel like it's really important to thank our healthcare workers, there are so many other frontline workers that are going even more underappreciated, unrecognized, and they really deserve a thank you as well.
My name is Jennifer, and I work here at Safeway. I'm a file maintenance clerk. Our workplace has drastically changed since COVID-19. The amount of stress in our workplace and the amount of stress that is amongst the customers. I might not be saving a life, but we deal with general public on a daily basis, supplying them with the supplies they need to get through this unprecedented, stressful time. Feed the Front Lines of Marin has done the most for our store. The gratitude and the unexpected kindness that has come from this phenomenal teenager is, I don't even have the words for it.
My name is Jed Robertson. I'm a restaurateur in Mill Valley. I think Kylie was looking for a way to help out. She basically came in and her idea was mirroring this great business that was happening in New York as their pandemic hit earlier.
Our friends in New York City own a group of restaurants and they were struggling due to the coronavirus pandemic, and so they started Feed the Frontlines New York City, and when I heard about what they were doing, I wanted to start it here in Marin.
So I'm like, sure, go for it. But that's great. Set it up. That's wonderful. Probably within 2 days, she calls up and she says, we're online. Let's go. And I'm like, what? Jed
kind of just gave me the go-ahead, let me just run with it, see what I could do. And he's been really great in helping coordinate.
We start thinking about like who's stressed out, right? Who's really in the worst situation. And we did it together. We did a run over to the Mill Valley Refuse.
One memorable delivery that we've done is the delivery to the Mill Valley Refuse services. We delivered to them at 4:30 a.m.
You want to go or no? They must be having us wear masks. So my name is Eduardo Milano. Green can driver, like yard waste, grass, dirt.
Do you guys feel like you're getting enough credit for what you guys are doing?
No, I don't think we're gonna get enough credit. I see these signs, nurses and mailmen, and I don't see. We're not on there. Imagine if, let's say, no one picks up garbage or yard waste or for weeks. You know, it'd be a disaster. The way I see it.
Through Feed the Frontlines, Kylie has increased the recognition of essential workers, creating a community more closely connected in a time when social distancing can feel isolating.
You start to really see the people who matter. You hear about like the essential workers, right? The people who are delivering your food, the people who are making your food in the restaurant here, really start thinking about who they are. The people who are packing your bags at the grocery store, I think it sets a little bond with them.
Something I've learned from this is the most important thing to do is just to start. It's just so important to not shy away from something, especially if you're young and think like, oh, this is something an adult should be doing, right? Just like if you have an idea and you have the resources you need to get things started, just go for it, and people are going to be there to help you and to support you. We've now raised almost $50,000 and delivered, I think, just over 4,000 meals to frontline workers across Marin. So things got way bigger than I ever thought they would, but I'm so glad, and I really think it goes to show how generous and supportive this community is.